Here's a totally weird thought I came up with yesterday and today. I've been thinking about it. It's what if it's all fake? I mean, what if this presidential race is fake? It's like Trump and Biden corroborating with each other because Biden wants to get out because he's an old fart and he doesn't know what he's doing, and because like COVID was more like just the flu, but it was hyped up a lot more than it. And one test the media put out there that toilet paper, which to this day I still don't understand what COVID and wiping your ass have to do with each other. That seems to me like it was fake. It was all just media. They were just testing how many sheep they could get to follow them, and unfortunately, that was a lot. But now people seem more. They think more about the two parties and just all kinds of stupid weird shit, and it makes you really wonder about the other things like with COVID. Okay, well, it was proven that we were taught the wrong things about it, and from Fauci, the masking, and all that bullshit, and and we were promised that you get the shot, and you get like several shots and several boosters, and you still can get the fucking COVID. So like, what's the point? I mean, you get the shot and you could die from it because it causes health problems. You know. So like, I'd rather have the severe COVID, and just maybe, and to get it's just, and during the time, you heard all this bullshit from other places, but you never ever really experienced it or heard of anybody that really had it. They said all these movie stars, these famous people, had it, and you never knew who they were. You know, what were they in? Who was this? They weren't famous, were they? I can think of one, Alyssa Milano, and all they did was like she showed up in a picture with her hair messed up like she had just woke up and no makeup, and we're supposed to believe that she had COVID. I just think it was fake. I mean, you don't know, and it really makes you think of how many other things are fake. you know the moon landing. We were in such a race to Russia, maybe we faked it and did it again later, just so that we could say we did it first. You don't know. I don't know how many conspiracies there are about RFK. You know, I mean, that's like ongoing, and then the person who killed him supposedly got killed, and so we'll never know the truth. It's like, huh? And everybody they used to follow the media. The media can test and do all this stuff and hype up all this bullshit and come out with this shit for the Democrats, whoever the fuck is in charge of this America. So you just don't know what's fake and what's real, and in my opinion, COVID was like the flu, but it was hyped up, and it was the flu that kills old people and people with health problems every fucking year since I was born. I mean, there wasn't anything special about it. It's just like any other disease. You just stay the fuck away from those people. I mean, I wasn't exposed to anybody. I never really am. Like, I have my food delivered to me and I'm exposed to that person, but for how long? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, Michelle, when she has like patients with lung problems and other things and shit, she'll come home and she'll shower, she'll wash her uniform, and she'll basically sleep in the guest room. Whereas other times she comes home and we sit together and watch TV and go out to dinner and stuff like that, and She sleeps with me in here. You know, she's just afraid to spread any kind of lung problem or other health issue to my, old ass. I'm in my 60s. I'm prone to that shit, I'm not healthy like I was before, so, but, just thinking about things and like, they're all things that just like, they fall in line like, maybe in another few years I'll find out that all this I was right again, you know, and why would our own media and our own government try to control us? Why? Because one the main reason, because they're higher up and they got more money than us, the people that actually do the work and bust ass for the world, and for America and the world, basically. You know, we fight and die in the fucking armies and shit and wars. Not them, not the rich motherfuckers. They sit in their ivory towers and their walls and their secret service and all that bullshit. And prices don't fucking matter, or death don't matter to them motherfuckers. And they don't have to do the work. That's why when I was in the army, when a general who sat behind a desk ordered me, I told him, hey, fuck you. You can throw me out if you want, but that's it. Fuck you, sir. That's it. If you don't like it, tough shit. Get somebody else to do this goddamn job for you. I went through hell for 22 fucking years, man. Killing people and doing shit that I'm probably going to die and go to fucking hell, For what? For the rich fuckers, So they can sit on their ass and boss us around. Now, the general that rolled up his sleeves and he fought with us, you got my respect, sir. General, sir. No problem. But if you're going to sit there and give me I don't give a fuck who you are. You either help me out in the field or you shut the fuck up. Let me do it my way. As you see, my way, 22 years, my men never ever got killed. They got hurt, but they never ever got killed. And I survived too. Not without problems, but still, I'm here. I'm in my 60s. I lived through that shit. But that's basically it. Like Soros and all these rich fuckers and Bill Gates, they want to poison us and do this. They don't give a shit. They want less people on Earth, mostly the lower class people. All the rich fuckers they want, man, because we gotta have some rich ass friends and stuff. So they don't give a fuck what you or I want or need. If we live or die, they don't give a fuck. They haven't for quite a while, and they do not less now. So that's the only thing. I used to think that like it saves you because you're a veteran, you're special, you're this. I got 5 medals in the U.S. Army. I busted my ass. I lived through all kinds of shit. I fought terrorism and communism. But no, it doesn't matter. You're a low-life motherfucker. Whether you were a lieutenant or not, you're still a piece of shit. We don't fucking care about you. We never did. You get killed in the... Oh, well. We'll just hire somebody, recruit somebody else. Somebody else crazy enough and stupid enough to do that fucking job. And that's another thought I had is like, I got the medal for valor, for being brave, for freaking out and just wanting to get me and my guys out of there. That's all. And it turned out better. So like, you get the medal for valor. Bravery is 2 things put together: stupidity and craziness. You have to be stupid to do that shit. You have to be crazy to come up with a dumbass motherfucking plan like that, and then it works, and you're a hero? What the fuck? That's almost like the weatherman. You pay that motherfucker, and he says the weather today is going to be a 50% chance of rain, and 50% chance is not. So I don't know what the fuck it's going to do. I'm just guessing, and that motherfucker gets his paycheck every 2 weeks. Or every week. It's like, goddamn, the world, America is fucking, it's getting stupid. It's the rich fuckers They're gonna sit on their ass in their ivory towers and their fancy homes and all their money and shit while we do all the work. Put your back into it, boy. We're gonna be white slaves. And now they're bringing in all these illegal fuckers. You know? Why? Because you can control them. They're all just a bunch of zomboids and criminal assholes and newcomers my fucking balls. They're goddamn illegal aliens. You know? And criminal goddamn illegal aliens. Newcomers. Yeah, right. Fuck the newcomers, man. Go back to your own goddamn countries. And you think about that. A lot of them pictures that they showed, people living under the bridge, all was back in the Obama era. So maybe those are the same films and the same pictures from then. So maybe we're being lied to. Maybe they're letting in people in the country, but not as many as they say. Because, like, how many they said, how many deaths from COVID? They couldn't make up their mind. Oh, 5 million. It turned out to be like 500 or 5,000. You know, big fucking. Y'all hyped it up a lot more than that, man. It's like shit. And like I said, if you watch TV and the media put it in everybody's head. COVID had something to do with let's buy up all the toilet paper. I still haven't figured out what COVID and wiping your ass have to do with each other, but everybody bought it. Yeah, you couldn't get the fucking shit. It was off the shelf, man. You go to the store and it looks like somebody fucking stole everything or raped the whole goddamn store. You know, where's the fucking toilet paper? Where's the other shit? All the COVID assholes bought the shit because they watched TV. The media poisoned them. Media lied to them. It was their test to see how we would react. And guess what? Everybody was dumbass motherfucking sheeps. Let's follow the media and the government and all their bullshit. And we suffered for it. Big time. And now America sees that that's all a bunch of crap. We're not going to fall for it anymore. We want the country to run great and better and like it was. No more of this bullshit. We're not going to put up with these fake diseases and all this pandemic bullshit and, you know, this media lies and, you know, this old fuck pretending to be the president and embarrassing the shit out of the United States on the world stage. I remember when I was in the Army, no matter what country we were in, oh God, U.S. soldiers, man. They had great respect and love for us. Oh, these guys are great, man. Now, you go to other countries, they look at you like, you know, no wonder why you're over here, because America sucks. You know, your president's a pussy. Sorry. You know? It's like, God damn. And for those people, you can't tell them you're a veteran, you did this, and you were special forces, and because they don't give a shit. To them, you're still a fucking pussy. You know? It's like, I wonder, that country has a pussy running it. Is everybody else over there a pussy? I think so. What do you? You know? What do you think? It's like, so, but that's what I was thinking about, and it's like, that's the whole premise of the whole what if it's fake? All of it. You know? How many things and conspiracy theories have we been lied to about? How many things did they have that they denied, like HARP? It was causing damage to people and shit. And they lied about that and covered it up for years until we found out some of the truth. How many... I was promised a flying car back in the 60s. We still ain't fucking got one. Yeah. And if we do, you can't afford the goddamn thing. So... And lots of other things, like we were supposed to find out about UFOs and intelligent alien life. We still don't fucking know. We're still in the dark. We still haven't... let's see. Classified documents that have been like released and shit like that. They've got all these black things. All you see is the date and shit. You don't fucking learn anything from it. It's like a high school diploma or even your college certificate for 2 years. You could wipe your ass with the goddamn thing. That's about all it's fucking worth. You know, toilet paper. Throw it down the fucking toilet and flush the son of a bitch. At least you got a clean asshole. But it's like, how many things are we gonna be lied to about for how long, and how many things in the past are media hype, bullshit, lies, conspiracy theories, things that are just purposely thrust upon us. You just don't know. It's like, damn. And I sat there and I thought about this stuff, and it's like, that's really pretty fucking sad that our own people and our own government, they conspire against us, the citizens, the people, the worker bees. You know, do they realize without the flunkies to pump the gas to fill their fucking limos with, they don't have jack shit? Get out and fucking pump your own gas, you little pussy. That's the way it's going to be. And they don't see that. They don't see that. If they kill off all the hard worker bees like us, who the fuck's going to do shit? Who the fuck's going to do the fix the infrastructure, the roads, the bridges, all the who's going to do that? Not them. Not them rich fuckers. No way. Huh? They wouldn't dare get their nails dirty. And then Bill Gates wanting to buy up all this farmland and do this and do that and poison lots of food and shit. For what's the purpose? To kill us off so that you assholes can be alone? What the fuck is that? That's really goddamn stupid if you ask me. Don't ever let me catch those motherfuckers, those rich assholes in my neck of the woods. I'll kick the shit out of the motherfuckers. Oh, hi, I'm a rich guy. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here before I kill your ass. That's like... But seriously, think about it. Think about how many things are fake. How many things are the media, they control us. But now you can see people are starting to think. Like I'm starting to think. What if this is all bullshit? It's all hype. Everything, whatever. What if these pictures of the migrants and that many under the bridge and all, were in the Obama era and not now? Now it's just bullshit. What if this whole political struggle back and forth, Democrats, Republicans, Biden, faggot, and Donald Trump, what if it's all fake? Designed to just control us, or what we think is real. It's kind of like that movie, Living in the Matrix. Is this real? It's like, and just to think logically, how could the government and the rich people do that to us, and why? What is their ultimate goal? I'm shuddered to think. We probably don't want to know what the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is just basically to get rid of all of us, and so they can do what? Be with them other rich assholes? How are they going to get shit done? Like I said, you got to have the flunkies. I guess that's why they have all the illegal aliens coming in. They'll get them flunkies to do this shit. And, illegal aliens hire for a much cheaper wage. So maybe that's their aim, so that they can get more money. And be more of a rich asshole. But seriously, think about it. It's like, and then you start to think, how long has this been? How long have we been getting the wool pulled over? Probably my whole life. When I was a kid, I was lied to about shit, and you just don't know. And it's like, and then you see movies which is stupid, like Oppenheimer. You're the one who started this whole nuclear fucking shit. Thank you, asshole. You know? For what? So that you could unleash this shit on another country so that they'll quit fucking with us. But now look, now how many people have fucking nuclear capabilities? Holy god damn. Nobody's fucking safe with all that goddamn shit in the world. Get rid of it. I'd rather go back to the war where like we throw rocks and shit like that and bow and arrows, rather than spending all this money on tanks and all this motherfucking bullshit, and nuclear warheads and missiles and all this, and you know, think of how much money there would be in the world, even for the rich assholes, if we didn't have that shit. We didn't have to worry about other countries, and it was back like it was in the old days, where like I said, you threw rocks and shot a bow and arrow at people, you know, and they had blowguns and shit. You know, it's just, you know, and just like regular rifles, and but none of the fancy tanks or aircraft carriers or, you know, B-52 bombers or any of this shit, and no nukes and all, you know, just conventional warfare. Then you'd probably have less people trying to, cause like China, they got more people. That's more people to fucking die, if you ask me. You know, what? Even conventionally, you know, with our forces diminished, America would still kick their ass and kick Russians' ass and everybody else's ass because, like I've said before, Americans are fierce. They like their beer, their pussy, their large cars, their freedoms, and they like that stuff. And they're going to be damn fierce for it. Hell, they're going to fight to the death, and it's going to be your death, not theirs. You know, that's the way I was in the military. You fuck with us, you fuck with America, you are going to die. You know, I am going to fucking make sure of it. But it's ridiculous. And then you just think, why? And maybe you don't want to know why, you know, but it's planted in your head. What? Huh? Why? What the fuck do they get out of it? You know? You guys get off on this shit? That's a new perversion. Shit. I thought it was titties and pussy and shit like that and a girl's butt. No, maybe it's more money. They can roll around and get a boner. I don't know. Seems to me I'd put my money to better use than rolling around on it and getting a boner. I can do that with Michelle and other clan girls. So, like, you know, what's the next lie going to be? You know, what are they going to do next? You can see it on the horizon. Oh yeah, they're planning. Like I said, this whole thing seems like a plan book, and haven't we been this route before? It kind of feels like it. It's like, you know, huh? They're on the verge of other pandemics and shit. It's like, and one total fact that I never understood when they even came out with this pangolin shit and a bat and all. It's like, that kind of flu does not catch from humans to animals or from animals to humans. Only to humans and humans. That's it. So poof, that blows the theory right there. It had to be created in a lab, and it had to be given from a human to a human, not the animal. You know, we don't get diseases. Dogs get. Dogs don't get diseases. We get. You know, it's always been that way. Yeah. So that was bullshit. It's like they tried that one with COVID and shit. No. It came from the Wuhan lab, and don't give me that pangolin bat bullshit. No, Doesn't work that way, asshole. You're supposed to be a scientist with goddamn brains. Shows you how goddamn stupid Fauci was. What an ass. A rich ass, but nonetheless just an ass. So it's like, but how long has it gone on, and is it going to go on anymore? And America and Americans, most of them, 3/4 of them at least, are starting to wake up and say, this is bullshit. We're not going to put up with this goddamn crap. I mean, a very simple thing, civil war. I told you, as soon as they go to put Trump in jail, everybody sees it was a bullshit crime. It was a bullshit trial. It was a bullshit, you know, sentence. Everything. Just to, political bullshit. To get him out of the way so we'll get stuck with the assholes regime. Gee, thanks, guys. Little fuckers. I'd like to take Alvin Bragg and kick his fucking ass. If you're out there, Alvin, you little pussy, I'll get you. Break my leg off in your ass. It's like, but how much more are they going to go? And now, like I said, 75% of the people or more are just waking up to, no, we're not going to put up. And like I said, Donald Trump, he's been convicted. Okay, well, that really means nothing to a fucking billionaire. He's like, yeah, so what? How many convictions does the man have? More than the biggest criminal on earth. So what? He's a billionaire. You don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But you put him in jail and get him out of. Watch out, civil war. And as I told you, people are already starting to riot and all this bullshit and in New York, and could be dangerous. You guys, you Democrats fucking did that shit and cost us millions. You don't think the MAGA crew and the people are going to riot and shit because of this your goddamn crap? Yeah, you're seriously fucking mistaken. Put Trump in jail and you're going to see what fucking happens. You're going to see that I am goddamn right. You are going to die and get your goddamn asses kicked. America is not going to put up with this shit anymore and all these fucking lies and the media's bullshit, and we just want to be left alone. Capitalism, make a good life and be safe, and and not have all these illegal fuckers in our country causing shit. We've got enough shit of our own. Yeah, that's all. And our rights and that's all we want, And for that, everybody's going to start a civil war, and your guys are the ones that are going to fucking pay hell for it. Possibly with your lives and shit. And I don't care, If they do, go ahead. You have my blessing. If I was able-bodied, I'd join you, but I'm not sure you want a gimp with a fucking walker and shit like that in your army. I already did my deal. I'm too much of an old fuck. I just want to be retired and quiet and safe. And now I have to worry about all these, or do I? Is it real? Think about it. I mean, I just came to this, and all this started to it just falls into place. And it's like I said, have we been here before? Seems to me they've been doing this shit. This is like a playbook. They've been doing this shit since like John F. Kennedy. It's like, and they're apparently they're still doing it. Now it's just getting worse and worse. What's the reason? What's the ending gonna be? Or do we want to know? We just want to be left alone. Cut the shit. How hard is that? Just get the fuck out of our way and let us do things. And you got your laws and stuff. Yeah, don't break those and stuff. But still, other things. We just want low prices and normal stuff, and not You go to the gas station or the grocery store nowadays, it's like somebody's holding a gun to your fucking head. You know, a half a gallon of milk is fucking $8. That's ridiculous. Other one place I know of is more expensive. Hawaii is ridiculous because over there a gallon of milk is like, 18 bucks. You know, that's incredible, and that just seems to be the way the rest of America's headed with this bullshit. And it's already terrible. I mean, you get gas, you fill up your car. It's like you. I got a 2024 Ram ProMaster. That goddamn thing's $150 to fill it. I mean, that's robbery. You're holding a gun to my head, saying, "Here, give me $150, asshole." Gee, for anybody else, I'd turn around and kick the fucking shit out of you, possibly kill your ass, because you're taking that much money from me. You know, for what? For this service, yeah, right. When Donald Trump was president, it was probably $80 to fill the tank on that ProMaster. You know, now it's 150. So, hence the fact that I really don't go anywhere. I bought it. I pay insurance on it. The payments are $1,100 a month. And since I've had it, I've put like 2 miles on it. I just test it out. It's not like driving a car. It's much bigger, but it. Why use it? And now I got a side by side, which is electric, and I can charge that with the solar or the wind generators, and don't cost me a thing. And it's fully street legal, except I can't go on an interstate with it. I can go on small roads, county roads, state roads, but US 19 and shit like that. But I can't go on I-40 or I-95 or any of that shit. So, but I really don't have to. I mean, that's if you want to travel to another state, which why? I got no reason to go to Florida. I used to live in Maryland. I used to live in West Virginia, and I'd like to go see those, but not with these fucking prices. No way. I mean, goddamn, I'd probably have to fill the van 2 or 3 times to get there. And how much money is that? Fuck. $450? It's like, fuck that shit. I mean, whereas before, it was like, let's see, $22 and $44, all the way there and back. Fuck. I had a smaller car. I mean, it was a 4-cylinder turbo, but still, this thing is just the size and weight of the damn thing. It has to have a 6-cylinder at least to pull it. And it's capable of towing like 4,000 pounds. You could put 1,000 pounds or 2,000 pounds of shit in it, and then still tow something that's 2,000 pounds. And what is that? That's like not the average car is like 1,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds. Shit. But still, it's like, when you go to the store these days, if just from a few years ago, I can remember like 4 years ago, that when Donald Trump was still in, our gas was like $1 something, $1, 80, 90, 80, something like that, which isn't bad. Now you go and it's like 4 something. It's like, shit. That's almost double of what. That is more than double of what it was. And then food, like I said, the milk that I buy, half a gallon, it's more expensive than usual because it's that lactose-free milk, stuff like that. And that was for a half gallon, $2.99. It's like $7.99 now. Fucking ridiculous. A dozen eggs is like, $8.99. It's like, hence I drink like, I still buy some of that stuff and just make it last, and then do with powdered milk and powdered eggs because, like, hey, I had powdered eggs in the army and they were fine. I mean, if you never know, you were eating, they're really eggs. They're just dehydrated down to powder and shit. And you just reconstitute them with some water or some milk, you know, and then they taste fine. They're still the same yellow and shit like that, and just like okay, and they last forever and much cheaper. I mean, you get a can of powdered eggs, if that'll last you like 4 or 5 years. You could have eggs every day, which is unhealthy. I wouldn't, but you could for years. And that thing costs like $20. Some of those cans, and I'm sure they cost more than that now. I'm sure of that, but still, back when I bought mine, it was like this big can that'll last you like 10 years and shit like that was like $23, I think it was, or $24. That's a bargain. I'm sure that powdered eggs aren't as healthy as regular, but they are, in a way, they are real eggs. They're the same thing. I'm sure they don't have the same nutrients in them because of being powdered and shit like that. But still, but reconstitute them with real milk. Yeah, protein. They're just like they were before, and it's come to that. Cause like I ain't buying that fucking shit in the store, cause it's fucking ridiculous, man. Regular eggs, yeah, fuck that. I mean, you can get the ones that are white that are bleached and shit like that. And you're getting all these chemicals and crap in them, and those are cheaper. But hey, look at your health again. Just for those eggs that aren't bleached and they're brownish and shit, those are about $4 more than the other eggs. It's like, fuck. But how many things are gonna just narrowly escape us? Or how much bullshit is the media or the political stuff gonna put in our brain? Luckily, like I said, 75% of Americans are waking up. Cool. To figure out, what they're waking up to find out that we're getting fucked in the ass. It used to be like, bend over, it's tax time. Now April 15th, now you got to bend over all the time. Because you're getting fucked in the ass everywhere. At the grocery store, at the gas station, anything you buy. Even if you stay home, the power bill and the rent goes up, and you're getting fucked in the ass. All the time, not just April 15th. And now April 15th, I don't give a shit because I don't pay taxes. Fuck that crap. I'd have to have somebody do power of attorney and do that shit for me. But I don't have to, so. And I got this one dumbass form. It was from Hillary Clinton and shit. About, you have to have health insurance or you pay this fine. I got the VA, bitch. Don't ever fucking bother me with this goddamn forms and shit again. The VA takes care of me. I don't pay a goddamn dime for it. I earned the fucking shit. So fuck your medical insurance and shit. The VA takes care of me for free for the rest of my fucking life, bitch. Take this form and shove it up your ass and don't mail it to me again because I don't give a fuck. As far as paying a fine goes, I'll pay you this, bitch. But it's stupid. They got all kinds of rules to just fuck you over. It's like, come on, when is this shit gonna stop, man? Hopefully soon. You're still gonna get lied to and all this bullshit. they're going to come up with this conspiracy theories and media bullshit and hyped up stuff, and but still, like I said, 75% of the Americans are waking up to this bullshit, and there'll be less of it, all because they're just going to, like, hey, we want this, we want better life, better treatment, better transparency, less bullshit in the media. If I were Donald Trump, that would be my one of my first duties. My first duty would be to throw all these illegal fuckers out and go back home. We don't want you. We don't need you. If you do something good for America and you pay taxes and shit like that, yeah, you should be made a citizen. If you're anything other, go back home, man. We don't fucking need your ass. We don't need your insanity or criminal shit or any of that crap or murder or, go your fucking ass home or back to the mental institution you fucking came out of. But still, Americans are starting to demand that shit, and hopefully they'll get that shit, and life will be better for them. I'm old and unhealthy, and I can't say that I'll be around for another 20 years. I'll probably be around for another 5 or 10, maybe. But still. So it's up to them, and I hope they have a better life and a little bit more freedoms and left aloneness, if that's a word, left aloneness. So, but think about, all the stuff that I've said, and if you really look at it, like I said, it comes to your brain, like have we been here before? What the fuck is going on? Well, what's the end result of this shit? What are they trying to accomplish? Hopefully, whatever it is, 75% of Americans will put a stop to the goddamn shit. And life will be better for us all. Or them all. Not the rich fuckers, just the regular people. The worker bees, the little ants that do all the work for them while they sit on their fat asses and go on the beach vacations and eat ice cream and giggle and shit like that. And that's a joke and a meme pointed at Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, okay? Oh, yeah, okay. Just to make sure you get that one. Little Miss Giggles. Mr. Ice Cream, the old guy that sniffs people's hair and shit. That's a whole new perversion. Holy shit. I've heard of like a foot fetish and all kinds of weird stuff, but sniffing people's hair? Well, what kind of pleasure do you get off on that? What? I don't know. Kind of reminds me of when I was one of the women I was married to. Yes, I was married a few times. Oops. But this one I've been with since like God, I forgot, June 12th, 2007. So, but what is there? It's like she used to, when I was married to this other woman, she came out with this, her hair hurts, or pee quietly. How do you go to the bathroom and pee quietly without pissing all over the fucking seat or some shit? Or you try to hit the back of the bowl and it goes out. Whoops. What's quiet about that? I gotta clean up this shit now. All because you wanted me to pee quietly. And how other women out there, please tell me. Michelle doesn't understand this either. How can a woman's hair hurt? How can you get a headache so bad that your hair hurts? I still haven't figured that one out. One of the mysteries of marriage. And she was an Austrian, from Austria, and but still, I mean, it's like, My hair hurts and pee quietly. The fuck? Tell you, I was married to a real weirdo winter. Let me tell you, it's like, the only problems I have with my Michelle is like the cultural difference, the language barrier, and age difference. That's really it. And those are easy to overcome. One of the languages she understands best is Iroquois, and I happen to understand and speak that myself because my mother was Iroquois. So, I have no trouble communicating with her. It's like, and the cultural difference, well, yeah, I'm starting to be more like her and her culture, and which is better off, and her religion, everything is a little better than we have it, and it does better for me, and it's like, okay, so I'll adopt that. I'm still Catholic, and I'm going to stay Catholic, but it's nice to have another type of culture or religion or different beliefs, or some things work better than the others. I don't see anything wrong with that, and I'm sure God doesn't see anything wrong with that. As long as I'm still Catholic and He comes first, I don't see where anything else comes in. It's like, and the age difference, that's the way her culture is. And unfortunately, she is Kachin, which they consider like the dogs over there, and they were treated terribly, and that's why they hid in the jungle and shit like that, crossed the border into Thailand to work and stuff, because they just didn't agree with the Kachin people, and they were just like second class citizens. And they have their different culture, their different beliefs, they're totally different than regular Myanmar people, or Burmese people, whatever. Quite different, and they're traditional and the old ways, and I find that refreshing. And like I said, and part of the age difference. Now this is strange, and I didn't understand this at first, and it was kind of hard for Michelle to convey it to me, and I couldn't figure it out. There's one of them that speaks perfect English. She was born in Pennsylvania, and that's her little sister Sylvia. And she tells me things, but now she's mute. She can't speak because she had an operation on her throat and it fucked up her voice box. So she uses sign language, and she can still tell me stuff, but it's like, it just takes longer, that's all. So, but the reason that they pick a man that's older than them, a man that's less attractive than most, so that you won't stray, and you won't want to stray. And older because, like, you'll be everything to them. You'll be their father, you'll be their dad, you'll be their best friend, you'll be their confidant, you'll be their lover, you'll be everything to them. And so I am everything to Michelle, and I find that neat. It's totally different, and the traditional way of life, that's the better way, because like American marriage, everybody's married for like maybe 10 years, and then they get divorced. And a lot of them even like act like they plan on getting divorced the day they get married, or the day they go down the aisle, they slept with some other woman the night before. It's like, what? Why do you do that shit? What the fuck? You know, it's like, do you want to get married? That just says you're a pussy hound. You're gonna be married to me, but you're gonna fuck everything else. So why bother? Why hurt that woman's feelings? Let that guy go jack off or something. It's like totally ridiculous. It's like, but this way, she has her career and her life, and she lives actually somewhere else, but comes over and visits with me and stays with me for a couple of days and here and there, but she works a lot, and we do get together, and that's perfect because then when we start to fight or we get on each other's nerves or just for whatever reason, she just goes back home. No harm, no foul. It's perfectly normal. It's like, if I get too much of a grumpy old fuck, she leaves, and I don't blame her. And it's better for me because then all I've got to bitch about is, myself or bitch on my video camera. That's it. You know, I'll call her on the phone and apologize and shit like that. But maybe she'll come over. But no, she usually doesn't. But it hardly ever gets to that point. She works a lot and she comes home and she's tired and she showers and puts her uniforms in the wash, and we go out to dinner. Sometimes we just like order in and stay here and order Chinese food or pizza or whatever, and just have a meal at home and watch TV and just be together, and and sleep together in here. Or like I said, if she has patients with certain lung problems and certain other problems, she doesn't want to give that to me, so she'll sleep in the guest room. But I'll still get to see her and be with her because we'll sit together and watch TV and bullshit with each other, and she'll just sleep in another room. And just safety. She's paranoid because I'm in my 60s and prone to all kinds of shit and already have all kinds of shit and don't need any more shit. Could be dangerous. Could be really fucking severely dangerous. And I just don't feel like going there yet. So, but that's it. It's like the non-traditional marriage is so much better this way than it is American marriage, and there is no divorce. She or I go to the Bureau of Indian Affairs over on Cherokee on their Indian reservation. She signs the paper, I sign the paper, the witness signs the paper. Poof, you're divorced. She goes with what she came, and I'm not allowed to take any of it, and she's not allowed to take any of my shit. She just goes and finds another man or stays home and plays with herself. I don't know. So that's it. American society, you get divorced, even if it's not your fault. If she lied and cheated, and it doesn't matter. She still gets all the stuff in the divorce. She gets half of your shit, or all of your shit in some cases. To me, that sounds like bullshit. Even if you've got a man for a lawyer, you still get fucked. The woman still gets all your shit, whether she lied to you and cheated on you or not. Gee, thanks. This way she goes with what she came with, and I go with what I came with, and she can't have any, I can't have any. Another no harm, no foul. So it's a perfect life. I mean, it's great. And we don't argue, and we don't. If we do get tired of each other or whatever, she just goes home. No big deal. My age and her age are different, so we have a difference of opinion about things, and there are things that she hasn't seen or heard and doesn't know about, and and that's about the biggest problem we have is that stuff, and she thinks it's so weird. Everybody thinks this. I listen to hard rock. I grew up on that stuff, Journey, Rush, all that stuff. That's just me, and it still is. I listen to that music in the car, and everybody looks, an old fuck like that listens to that music, blasting and shit. The fuck? But that's just the way I was raised, and I love that stuff. And today, music doesn't sound like music. It sounds like bullshit. It sounds like one guy beating on a garbage can and another guy yelling. That's about it. Or rapping, which I totally fucking just don't like rap or hip hop or any of that shit. Slow music, mellow music, and hard rock. That's about it. And the mellow music, just a few songs I'll put up with. But it's mostly the hard rock, which people find weird. Everybody does. I mean, Michelle will look at me like, what's that? What kind of music is that? You know, like well, it is foreign to her, but it's like, and other people like my caregiver Shannon or Ashley, the girl in the office that gets the mail for me. They look at me like, he listens to that. What? That's just me. I mean, I grew up on that stuff. And then you sit there and you wait. Because, like, how many times did Rush announce that they were retiring? How many times did Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones announce that they were retiring? How many times did Van Halen announce that they were retiring? How many times that did The Who announce that they were retiring? It's like, come on, guys. No, it's just in your blood. I mean, you could see Pete Townsend being an old fart and still being on stage. That's all he ever knew, and that's all I ever knew was his great music and shit. So that's them. So, but it's great that they're not retiring. And even if they are old farts, it's like you're still rock and roll. You're still great. Yeah, the past was great, but now, and they still have great music and shit, and they haven't mellowed out, or it's still rock like it was. It's like, hey, cool. And lots of them have had children. Like, I think Eddie Van Halen, his son is Wolf Van Halen. He's a drummer, has a band, and have you heard those guys? Yeah, pretty damn good. Shit, that's stuff like your dad used to do. Good. And lots of other people have had famous, have kids that are in rock and roll and famous, and it's like, that's kind of refreshing to the old fuck like me. This is, yeah, now that's music, man. I don't know what the fuck that other shit is, but that's fucking music. And it came from their father, so I know it's fucking music. It's my kind of music. And but that's it. But think about it. What is going on? What is the truth? Can you be a little more transparent with us? And 75% of Americans at least have woke up to this bullshit, and like, maybe this time we'll get something done, at least for a while anyway, for at least for 4 years, maybe 8, maybe 12, and let me leave you with this one thing. A long time ago, I think it was Ben Franklin, I'm not sure, he said that the two-party system, Democrat and Republican, are going to be the death of the USA. It's happening. The Democrats are fucking shit up, and the Republicans are trying to clean up the crap. And if they get together like they're supposed to, then we'd have a good government. But if they're fighting like they are now, get rid of the Dems. No more Democrats, just Republicans. Because the two-party system is going to be the death of America, and that was correct. It's happening right now. So, those 75% of Americans, please change this shit for the better, for yourselves, for a nice death for me. I don't want to leave the planet in this turmoil and shit. I'd rather go when it's nice out. I'd rather not go at all, but, hey, happens to us all. My father was a Korean War Ranger. He died. I'm a Special Forces veteran. I'm gonna die. It's like my buddies that I was in the military with. They're younger than me, but eventually they're gonna die, and I would like to see America be better for them, because a couple of them are married, and the other ones I don't know about. That they could be, but the world now, America now, is so fucking uncertain and shit. I don't know, or they don't know what the fuck is going on, what the fuck is it gonna do, what the fuck is in the future. I just bought a car. Am I gonna live long enough to pay it off? And if I do pay it off, our car is gonna be more expensive the next time. Am I gonna have to hang on to this thing until the day I do die? You know, or just buy an old car and just hope it works and take care of it and shit and get as much as I can out of it. What am I gonna have to do? We need a change, and hopefully that's coming soon. Because, like I said, 75% of Americans are waking up to this bullshit, and they're gonna advocate for a better life. And let's hope it goes through and we get that better life, or they get that better life. And it would be a nice send off for us old fucks. But let's go. All we can do is try and hope and pray. And let me tell you, there is a God, because there has to be, because in the service, when I got my Medal for Valor, it was for doing the wrong thing and going the wrong way and just wanting to get the fuck out of there safely. And then it turned out to where we were all heroes and I got the Medal of Valor. And we lived. If we would have gone the other way, the right way, we'd have probably died. So, like, someone made the decision for us to go the wrong way. And then it turned out really good. So, that wasn't really the wrong way. That was the way that he commanded it. So, and there were so many instances in the military that I can tell you. It wasn't me. It wasn't my guys. We're not that special. Things happened way beyond our control. And you gotta think who manipulates that shit. God keeps the good, normal people on the planet and alive to fight injustice and shit and bullshit. So whether you believe or not, try to pray, especially for America now. And vote Donald Trump, please.